On February 26, 1995, a 233-year-old institution collapsed in a single day. Barings Bank, once a pillar of British finance and deeply entwined with the monarchy, met its end not by war or economic downturn, but by the reckless actions of a single trader. This is the story of Nick Leeson, the man behind the downfall of Britain's oldest bank. Founded in 1762, Barings Bank was synonymous with financial prestige and stability. It had financed the Napoleonic Wars, orchestrated the Louisiana Purchase, and even helped fund the Erie Canal. For over 2 centuries, it stood as a testament to financial acumen and resilience. Its reputation was unimpeachable, its services sought after by the elite, including royalty. But this gilded facade began to crack in the early 1990s. Enter Nick Leeson, a 28-year-old trader from Watford, who was dispatched to Singapore to lead the bank's futures trading operations at Barings Futures Singapore, BFS. Initially, Leeson was a rising star, celebrated for his apparent trading prowess and his ability to generate impressive profits. However, beneath the surface, he was engaging in unauthorized speculative trading. His gambles, largely concealed in a secret account known as the 88888, were spiraling out of control. Leeson's bets were primarily on the Nikkei 225, the Japanese stock market index, a notoriously volatile arena. He was betting on its rise, but as the market turned against him, losses began to accumulate. Rather than admitting to his mistakes, Leeson doubled down, hoping to recoup his losses with even riskier trades. He continued to deceive Barings management, reporting fictitious profits and creating an illusion of success. The bank's oversight mechanisms failed spectacularly, blinded by their trust in Leeson's supposed infallibility. By February 1995, the truth became undeniable. Leeson's secret account had amassed losses of $1.3 billion, exceeding the bank's capital. The scale of the disaster was staggering, and Barings Bank faced an insurmountable financial chasm. The realization that a single trader could single-handedly bring down such a venerable institution sent shockwaves through the financial world. On that fateful February day, Barings Bank declared bankruptcy. The once mighty institution was sold to the Dutch bank ING Group for a token sum of £1, a symbolic price reflecting the bank's worthless state. The financial world was in shock, as the collapse sent ripples throughout global markets. It was as if a giant had fallen, leaving a void and a legacy of caution. The human cost was immense. Approximately 2,000 employees lost their jobs, their lives upended by the actions of a single rogue trader. Many had dedicated their lives to Barings, and now found themselves adrift, facing an uncertain future. Clients, investors, and businesses reliant on Barings' services faced significant repercussions. The collapse was not just a financial disaster, but a personal one for countless individuals and families. The collapse of Barings Bank is a cautionary tale of systemic failure. It highlights the perils of inadequate oversight and the dangers of unchecked power. Management's blind trust in Leeson, coupled with a culture that prioritized profit over prudence, set the stage for disaster. The lack of proper checks and balances, the inadequacy of risk management systems, and the absence of accountability were glaring. Barings' downfall was a lesson in the need for vigilance and the dangers of hubris. In the aftermath, the financial sector underwent significant reforms. Regulatory practices and risk management protocols were scrutinized and strengthened to prevent similar catastrophes. The Bank of England, among other regulatory bodies, took steps to ensure that such a debacle could not happen again. Leeson's story is a stark reminder of how one individual's actions can bring down an entire institution. Nick Leeson, after fleeing Singapore, was eventually captured in Germany and extradited back to Singapore, where he faced trial. In December 1995, he was sentenced to 6.5 years in Changi prison. During his incarceration, Leeson was diagnosed with colon cancer, which he survived, a battle that perhaps mirrored his tumultuous life. His imprisonment and subsequent release in 1999 marked the end of a dramatic chapter in financial history, but his name remains synonymous with one of the greatest banking failures of all time. Today, the lessons from Barings Bank's collapse resonate as a warning against complacency. It serves as a testament to the importance of vigilance, transparency, and accountability in the financial industry. The legacy of Barings is not just one of failure, but of the critical need for oversight and ethical conduct in banking. Financial institutions worldwide have been reminded of the fragility that underpins their operations and the importance of integrity in every aspect of their dealings. As we reflect on the story of Barings Bank, we are reminded that even the most venerable institutions are vulnerable to the actions of individuals. The collapse serves not just as a historical footnote, but as a vivid illustration of the potential for disaster when oversight is neglected and ambition overreaches. The echoes of Barings' downfall continue to inform the practices of today, urging caution, responsibility, and a commitment to ethical standards in the pursuit of financial success.